Ay ngay tungasugitsi nakumay tabung akong nakatta tema tabbanin ni bo okaw sa kigalakot lang agatigo tana tabbanay katiga pujut kusuka
tagbanay katiga yakat taw mialik huli sadluwinak
tema tabbanay pimmakialumit how ilang agatta takulang alutalo takwa pigumayaw si mayut inunnut inui pigumas si mayangin ni tana kayo si balleani nga tabunga tikimman
tana ako ni pilagaka yaw lauk magmayla inui hivunik kangit no akik taw ni lukluni takwa hapili lauk mangi mata tagbanay katiga yaw ilangi kuya lilakik pugut ten akik hui lauk magapi mahivunik kaptin no taw takwa nutak kaptin no taw akik kok taw ni akman.
As we celebrate today, we want to acknowledge the work that has been done for us to be able to be here together here in this wonderful space. We want to acknowledge our past leaders, our dignitaries, those who have brought this time and worked effortlessly as Inuit continued to not just survive, but to strive.
And we would also like to welcome everybody here, also the people that are watching live or on TV or listening to us on radio. Tungavik chitagayaktut nalaw tikuluni tuhayut kowena kuni hila chawlitay nalawmat tikitu loagap hitamapi. So we are extremely grateful for the weather, who is boss, as we all know, to finally be able to get everybody here safely. And to all our viewers and listeners that are joining us today.
Ila tungasutsyarlit daw tusayo nakituinak si mayuilo tabani tuinaw ngim matalo isumagilugit tabani gumagayalaw tun amisu mimmata amisui tabani hunak tuminiu galawang miyu tabani gumalaw tuilo amalo pilire katalaw to hanu tuinak ikaw magibabot takwat daw tabani kalawak tilugit kuyan namikulo tabani tuinaw gata.
Ami hunila tagvane kataung itu kingon nakalagik tut ikpigi vavut ilang itaw tagvane kataw yulwak tut ikpigi juti vavut taok.
Tana tabani to sanayaw si mamat ilakay hagyak titut ilang agaw ubalaw ni ilubigak titut isumagiyaw gayak ka tema malu kita lingayumit tiluta tema taw tutuin naktin natalo iluna takuyuin na gun nakto talo tabane tanale ikay tigiyu yang nakto kay ilubigak meloni baloni langin no hagyang men
inu nila iglumiw taw niku mata tagva kativyu na nga kagyakak talaw kimagman tagva ni kitulukta takuyulong na mata tagva akik taw himavuten na inung no taw hanayaw himagmat hagimanaktot kuyan namilak pavutawk.
As we are here to celebrate the next important milestone in Nunavut's independence, tana namminaksongnek, tabani atong nakatigo, takwalo tabani langaningit, kawyibale nakata kinakumangata, te malupay panit, itsivaw taksinit ubalo takwa kaya kakisaw yako takutsaw jutsaw bot kanuiling alanganinga te makayo sinakata tungaso kuya bot tabani kulling may ikit sinakto kulling may ikit sila oktilogo kayo si langagilo tutsianikun piyarekat takunak titaw kay nang nang migatsi tema tabuna tema lingalangat tako
amma hivulak pang mitaw apiriwa kama tagvani takuyulong na mata tagvani tuni kitu iglumi tupengmi kang mangmiluni inulaw kimavan. Just a quick question for our crowd. Who here was born in an igloo, tent, or kangmag, if we can see hands?
Isagisi? Not me, but if you have, please raise your hand. Kamma? Ay, tako, upigilabon.
Tagva, takut apirigwa kaugapta upin nak maila tagbunga tiki himalik suta. Igloo ni, tupeng ni, kangmang ni. Mana mo tikitu lagap tatagwani iglok yo yung may hinik tagview yok amma atilok tu luang nelek suta inuit ayung ngip mata pivalyak mata kayuhin ng nakapta tagbahari manaktok meli.
Ingay, ilaki. Na kung may tanaw, kausa ka katakapyo, amisunod. Tukisi jaw malo, amalo, ipigi jaw yutsaw gilune. Kuyan na me. Tema, Lina, Ivik, kulang may kit sinaktilugo, amalo, enguta kulwa na Sarah kulogoto, tunga sutsakitse.
Ullukut, unnusakut, ulluttiavakut. Nakongmik, apiriyaw si magano ang utakalutan na Sarah. Ang iyukautit innavut, amalo iluna si tapanitusi. Ingutapigatan na inusi mangitiugalwa kulle kautamaksiu tautillugu. Kisiani inusi mabunga piruksi mabunga kautamaksiu tautillugu. Kajanak papok unlaagulukkut alla atatatta ikipalauksi mammago kammamiu tautilluta. Taanna kulle nalunaikku tallarialugigattigu inuulluta. Suurluttaa inuktut uqausivut inuunitta nalunaikku tarimmagu. Itiyukkut silatunermik pillo uqausivut inuktut. Inuisivulitta qaujimaneqluaraalua silatunialua piniarnikkuuraluarami uqausingata pikkanaleriigutigilaumiyanga. Surusersiutit innarsiutit uqausit malittauvalliavalauqtutaissumaniutillugu. Quyannameequtiqarsinaartugut inuulluta una silaqluatinniingaartoq qulleq ikigutauvammat qaumanikkut upagasuttatinnut isumattigut amma pitsutittigut katigutittigut. I grew up with this qulleq in our household. For our heat, for our light, to use as our cooking appliance, and to also assist us in drying up our clothing, especially in the winter, because we came from a land of snow, a land of ice. This is our symbol of resilience. The Arctic keepers we were, and we still are. Lighting this qulleq is our respect to our ancestors, that we reverence very highly. And it is also our responsibility to pass it down to our tomorrow's children. Just like 50 years ago, our great leaders of the day, our young leaders of the day, stepped onto a courageous dream, the Nunavut vision. And we are here to be part of the manifestation of this courageous dream. including our young generations and our highly esteemed and respected elders. We're all here today, just like 50 years ago, under one voice, because of tomorrow. Nakomi.
Mana tuksialakta, nikuvigunnakovit, nikuvingagunnak tutit, atanakpit jutigillugu. Atane khawjima baatigut, kanuileon nakigaswaqtatinnik. Atane tautukpaatigut. Hallelujah, atane guti tunit jutigijunga ilingnut isimagijunna biginga. Ilak ajuga hangituk juangugavit. Atane uhakunaktunga ajuga hanginit uhasagataakku nangik pugut tullerah pugut ibisana uganganut nunamu ililauqtarnut. Kisutuinnatsianik kisutuinnatsianguniartunik turaangatillugu kisutuinnatsiamut ilisilauqavi nunamu tamakkualimaatsiat alla annoraavu atortavut kisulimaatsiat pingortilauqavigit taimaittuksauqullugit. Atane tunit jutehaqtunga atane ukkuninga sivulertigijattinni tamaanik nunavuumi ammakanatalimaami. Pilleringmata ibipinaswaqtauqusimajanganik. Uvattinni ikajorsimagmata. Saimmartikkit uvanittulimaan. Atane pilleriaminni pilleriju pijitsertu ilingni. Atanerlo ilinnu tunit jotigijugut mikillitertugut saangne anani jornaittoq tungasuktippavut. Tuksiarpigivattigit Jeesusiu atingani. Amen.
Sipingwa kukutasa isungangwa pitatuitu Akeeagok niqitalingguami aya 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 Sipingwa kukutasa isungangwa pitatuitu Akeeagok niqitalingguami aya 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 Sipingwa kukutasa isungangwa pitatuitu Akeeagok niqitalingguami aya 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 Ayani kipi inui aivu uchiani pinipi uchiani tuipa Agyali nanganay tu tiga nero tiga. Tilla 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 le. Awangay tu tiga. Ayani kipi, ayani kipi. Inoi aivu uciani pinipi uciani tuipayatani vu agyali nanganay tu cigane utiga. Tilla 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 le. Nanganay tu tiga. Aklayu kakwak tamanina aulapyakiyu kangyak tugakhi nangitu. Nigugakhi nangitu. Kiheniu kwa akul gulugi tabungaiya. Kingai tunuit nu jingmiat nunat nu. Ay 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 ay. Apihong natalip miungay. Ayani kipi, ayani kipi. Inui aivu uciani pinipi uciani tuipaya tanivu. Agyali nanganay tu cigane utiga. Tilla 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 le. Nanganay tu tiga. Ikumalaka.
Testing, testing. Ikumalak ko mag. Kaya bali tuin na kuno kemi tuin na kuno bali kaya bali kumaya kisimi ayo ngado kisimi na telu kisimi mamagi tu kisimi kalu ya ngani ngala pama tere kuno lido kanu ili lumu lido milo milo uli doya nina kani ngapi sudwa lera mima lido lera mima maga lido kuti pati nadu milo kuti pati nadu milo kade rela mata kode rela mata.
Aku ni udah ada kan. Kuya katakta.
Una kaya bali tuin na luguna inu tuin na lu kemi tuin na lu natatua kisimbi mama gitu kisimbi sana kaya galu ya kaya na sasuni angisa angia sarame besuktu sarame na roina karetaina.
Kung atay naman. Kuya namik.
Mat na.
Kubiana, wow, kubiagin laki tako, kubiana laki kayo nang dapat atukan ng labon. Tabani katakto tako, how you manakatyo atingit Selena Kalok, David Sekwak, Lois Suluk Shelton Nipisa, Ambalo Hugula La Hatigit, tako Haugakut Julia Orina, Jerry Puglek, Noah Goodluck, Trisha Makaya amma Kaylee, tako tabani katak may mata, takun naktit si kay naktun, amalo katadjakatak mayut, tan tako alo kaya ba katak sutit, uhaw sa kata nginako kumu tanat kumu mi cluster tamani iqaluit ni katadjak hatta luak tu haktin nago katadjak hatta lengan tapayang na luak hatta laok sumayo daw tutugo na biak sengulunga tay may lai sako katadjak hatta tilugo upindal laki hatta si mamata tay malo ile kositin ni kayo siuti si maningit kubiagil laki taka tay malo ilinyak tit sa hatta ngata Ilinak titsakat simayo amisok dragalon ni tanalon ni David sakwak hawi mayaw yo amisunot khilaw tini sana khatak simallo ni lo ilinak titsakat simallo ni amisunit takwalo katadjak tuit kayo sikan na khuyut o khawsitin nilo ilikositin nilo atong ngata huyan na milaki takot sa titsikay nakto takwa.
Ilalaki meli upin nalariktut uqawhiq pukayu hititautuin nang nakman amma takwa makkutunutak katautu hayuluang matatematok piyumi huyumak puhi takwa kayu hiyaqaqallarik mata amma atigi tuili kami piularik tuni atok mata upin naksutig lumeli apiriguak pagit kaya anak mangagi takwa atok tatili.
Tanale tuili sakim masanaw nga heger ilaw salluvinang amalo kami ka takwa mamimma takwa lo khalle khisiulutit sana yaminingit taw meksok sunigin takwa le atok tatit kinamo sana yaw nirivan inumukhay.
Takwa li ang nakving ma Emily tagong na katigilok suninga kami liulaw mga kuyan na merwak sugu ang nakvikaramat ate na mekhok tu luak tung mi Tuhan na ruvit mat na tiamak.
Kuyan na may tema sana khatak tu inuwi na pisitiw mata sana tuyo sana gum naksutillo at swalo tayo mata kutsako kay matalo kuya naksigar la khatangan kuyan na may kulo. Takwa ta lamani titiktuwak si mayut takwa siku rojas titiktuwangin tayo matakwa pang namata atilok to kang nalangan atilok to halok tilugo unika to halang agilo nilo suyo halang ang mga takwa lohano atilok tao yun unika kayaw lang ayut sa mimata tabunga kayo sige alagota.
Tan nang minaksong nang muila atilaw reak tok mata takwa ako ni pilira kayaw lauk mayut amma hivunik kaptin nuila akikok tao ni luksuting tan na ihumagiyaw blu ni Inuit kamaginak magununavut tao na nang miutaw ngitong mo kamagiyaw ngang nakman tagvane katigiyaw maligaliok tivut NTI ming ngak tutaw ang matakwa akikuilaw kimayut tagva kuyalit larik kaptay la Inuit ang manunavum miut takwa pilirari yuluang nelak magit. Because we are here today for the signing of the Devolution Agreement, something that has been the vision of our past leaders and the leaders of today. And today, that vision has taken another step. And it's a huge accomplishment so that decisions will be made for Nunavut by Nunavut. Takwa atilok tawgang nelak matayla hivulak pami tunga hukoyaka tan nakaykunyakak kuila Minister Vandal. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Minister Vandal to come up and have a few words. Tunga huktilav.
Anusakut. Hello, everyone. Kuyanamik, and thank you to the government of Nunavut and Nunavut Tunngavik Incorporated for having us be part of this historic moment, the signing of the Nunavut Lands and Resources Development Agreement. Thank you to the elder and to Sarah Lucasy for leading us in the ceremony of lighting the hudlik. It is an honor to be welcomed back here in Iqaluit to witness the traditions and the performances. I'd like, of course, to acknowledge Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Premier P.J. Akeeagok, NTI President Aluki Kotierk, elders, and all the other leaders, dignitaries, and partners gathered with us today. Today represents a long-standing commitment towards the vision of self-determination for Nunavut, and an exciting new chapter for the territory. Today, Nunavut lands will finally be in the hands of Nunavummiut, whose culture, economy, and aspirations are closely linked to the land. Since the creation of the territory almost 25 years ago, the government of Nunavut, NTI, and the government of Canada have worked closely as partners to realize the goal of devolution for Nunavut. With today's signed agreement, the Government of Canada's commitment to advancing reconciliation peoples in keep strengthening the Inuit-Crown relationship, working in partnership with the Government of Nunavut and NTI to ensure a brighter future for all the people who call Nunavut home. A strong, dynamic Nunavut means a better Canada. Through devolution, Nunavut and its residents will benefit from the ability to make decisions about lands administration and development and receive royalties on public lands. Today, I am here to celebrate devolution as recognition that Inuit have long been stewards of these lands and that your voices matter and decision-making is finally coming home. There is no one that knows every fjord, every glacier, every migration route better than Nunavut, whose past and present generations have been intimately connected to these lands and whose future generations are already taking charge as caretakers of this beautiful territory called Nunavut, our land. It's now an honor for me to give the podium to the Prime Minister of Canada, the Right Honourable Justin Trudeau. Kuyanamik, thank you. Merci.
Good afternoon, bonjour. I want to begin by thanking Elder Lena and her granddaughter for providing us with light from the Iqaluit. It's great to have community members, including so many young people, bringing cultural traditions to this ceremony and sharing them with us all. Because what a historic day this is. Today marks the finalization of an agreement that will see the largest land transfer in the history of Canada. 2 million square kilometers of land and waters will be transferred from the Government of Canada to the Government of Nunavut, to Nunavut. There's so many people to thank, but I want to start by thanking my friend and colleague, Minister Dan Vandal, who has been there for this government every step of the way, working with all of you, with so many leaders in this room, to make sure we're moving forward in the right direction. I also want to recognize and thank Carolyn Bennett, who in her entire time as responsible minister was deeply dedicated to moving this process along from the Government of Canada side. I have to thank also the Government of Nunavut, Premier Akeeagok, P.J, for this being a huge priority for you in office, like it was for those who served before you, like it has been for our government. And I want to thank also to NTI, to Aluki, for your work, your steady leadership, and for your steadfast commitment to making sure Inuit rights are always upheld. I also need to recognize everyone in this room who were part of getting to the conclusion of this agreement, members of the Nunavut legislature, past and present, past premiers, parliamentarians like my colleague Laurie Iqaluit, and so many other community leaders, elders, people who've contributed with their vision, with their passion to making sure that today happens and that we continue on this path forward. A lot of work has gone into making today possible. Leaders, negotiators, officials of many stripes have all worked hard for years with the same goal, for Nunavut to have increased control for decisions on their land, waters, and resources. And our government will provide funding to be there with you throughout the 3-year implementation period to come and beyond. From where we are here today, on this beautiful day in Iqaluit, we get a sense of just how vast and special this land is. I can't help but think of it every time I travel to the north, whether it was as Prime Minister a number of times here to Iqaluit, or to Cambridge Bay, or to Arctic Bay, or to other places across this beautiful land. But on this historic day, I can't help but think back to the many, many trips I got to take here all my life, as a young man discovering this country, and also as a kid with my father, who had an extraordinary love for this part of the world that he passed on to me. And that's why it's very special for me, alongside Aluki, who has her grandson beside her, and P.J. with his kids. I really wanted to bring my own son, Hadrian, to witness this historic day and see what this country can achieve when we truly work together. This is a place truly unique in the world. An Arctic archipelago with animals, birds, and precious sea ice. A place where many people still live off the land. A place that is seeing some of the fastest warming on the planet as a result of climate change. A place of deep meaning to Inuit. As Dan pointed out, the very name of this territory, Nunavut, means our land in your language. Les Nunavummiut sont les gardiens de ces terres, de ces eaux et de ces glaces depuis longtemps. Avec la signature aujourd'hui, vous auriez plus de contrôle sur l'utilisation, la gestion, le développement et la conservation de ces ressources. Et un quart de siècle, le territoire du Nunavut a été établi et a permis aux Inuits, qui sont la majorité de la population, de former un gouvernement indépendant. Cette mesure a été importante dans le cadre de notre travail de réconciliation. Et grâce au leadership des Inuits, le territoire s'est forgé une identité forte, en plus de bien servir les gens. Inuit have hunted and fished and lived on these lands for generations, some going back well before recorded history. Today begins a new chapter in the history of Nunavut, a transformative chapter. Now, the formal name for this process is devolution, but in many ways it's more of an evolution in our partnership as the federal government and the territory, and also an evolution in the progress towards self-determination for Inuit living in Nunavut. It makes me think of the Inuit word ayuinata, a word that our Governor General, Mary Simon, has shared many times with all Canadians and indeed with the world. A term that means never give up. It's what led to the formation of this territory. It's what got us to today's agreement. And it's what will make sure that we continue to build a better future for the people of Nunavut. We have worked together as federal and territorial partners to deliver for the people we serve. A year ago, PJ, you came to Ottawa to be part of a meeting on how we could improve health care across Canada. And in July, your government and ours were able to sign an agreement in principle that will see the federal government invest hundreds of millions of dollars in Nunavut over the next decade. This will improve access to care, including mental health and addictions care, support healthcare workers, and make sure that Indigenous peoples have equal access to high-quality and culturally appropriate health services. We've also worked together to deliver $10 a day childcare ahead of schedule, and we're working together to improve services. We are investing in northern housing, including investments through our Housing Accelerator Fund that will spur the construction of over 3,000 homes in Nunavut communities over the next decade. And when we hosted COP15 a little over a year ago, we announced funding for Indigenous-led conservation here in Nunavut, where around 1 million square kilometers will be managed by local communities using Inuit knowledge and practices, creating one of the world's largest networks of Inuit-led protected areas. We know that there is so much more to do, and our strong partnership will help us get even more done as we embark upon this new, exciting step for all of us. All of this work is about building a better future for the people of Nunavut, to make sure that you benefit from the prosperity of Canada and are full participants. Ensemble, on bâtit un avenir meilleur pour les citoyens du Nunavut, un avenir qui vous offre de nouvelles opportunités économiques, de nouveaux emplois et une plus grande maîtrise de votre avenir. This is a place that is rich with culture, traditional knowledge, critical minerals, and other resources that are needed as we build the economy of the future together. And with this increased control, you will be able to have more say and more prosperity as Nunavut chooses to take advantage of these opportunities. Opportunities that will create jobs, opportunities that will spur new investments, and opportunities that will strengthen self-determination for the people who live, work, and are leaders here in Nunavut. Thank you all for being part of this historic moment. Merci, Kuyanamik. I'll now turn it over to the Premier, P.J.
Wakadlanga alanegalungwa Nunavut namminaqsuqunnarnermu tigusivun upinna pikkunalu. We didn't, and we're ready. Wakadlanga pikkugutjapakka Nunavut Inuitlum. Our land, our resources in the hands of our people. It's our land, our resources in the hands of our people. Wakadla. Nunavut makitajutigi naktangin Nunavut miutanu tiguyahu. Namminaqsongna, or devolution, is one more step in the realization of a self-reliant Nunavut. This is the next big step and the next chapter in the story of our beautiful territory. We didn't. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge my good friend, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and your wonderful son to our beautiful territory. I'd also would like to recognize Nunavut Tunngavik Incorporated President Aluki Kotierk and your family as well, as well as Minister of Northern Affairs, Minister Dan Vandal, as well as the former premiers that are here joining us today, as well as former commissioners who have played a significant role in our history, but also the incredible elders that I see around here, surrounded us with the many dignitaries that are here with us. I would also Nunavut Amatakua Nunavut Tunngavik Katimajingen, Malagalur Torzuavo, Aruame, Amatakua Pilong Watome, Malagalur Tuatika, Tavane Katigijaka, Kuviana Tavane, Katingagum Narata, Unusarion. Together, we are making history. Tavungasimavogo, Inuin, Kawimayatokangen, Tungavikatrakram, Pilong Watome, Pilakatigin Nomen. Working together for a common cause is the Inuit societal value that has really led us here. I stand here as the 6th Premier of Nunavut, following in the footsteps of my colleagues who have played a part in realizing this agreement. We as Premiers made it here today with the hard work and the vision of the former leaders before us and those who founded our territory. But today's signing is not about the past, but it is about the future. Tavanigo te kapugun, Nunavut sivunisangano. Namminaqsolna, Nunavut miutanum, tiga yawardlealotiligu, isimaleo katakon nang napugun, sivunitinum, pagnaw tiga yawlotitakwa, nunakutivun, amay makutivun. Naminaksungnak, or devolution, is about Nunavut making decisions about our lands and our waters. It means that we, the people most invested in our homelands, will be one of the ones managing our natural resources. Nunavut is a land of incredible abundance. Our waters are teeming with sea mammals and fish that could support sustainable fisheries industries. Our land is rich with precious metals, minerals, as well as rare earths that could secure our economic prosperity into our future. Our waters, our wind, and the summer sun could be harnessed to supply the energy for new industries. Our shores encompass Canada's most expansive coastline, connecting our country to the circumpolar world and beyond. However, our most precious resource is our people, particularly our youth. Today's signing is for the young man in Mitimatali up in Pond Inlet, who has been working with a team of scientists to monitor the sea ice conditions in his community, blending the traditional knowledge that has been passed down by the elders from generation to generation with the connection to the science that we are in. It is for the young person, the young lady in Cambridge Bay, pursuing studies in law so she could better our territory with her knowledge of governance as well as legislation. And it's for the young biologist right here from Iqaluit, completing her PhD in marine mammals so that she could communicate and advise our communities on wildlife management. Today's signing is for all the young Nunavut across our territory dreaming of a better future, imagining what others thought was impossible, and working hard to achieve what hasn't yet been tried. I know what it's like to be from a small community. As a young boy growing up in Akeeagok in Grise Fiord, I felt disconnected from Canada. Not much came in or out of our small community that has a small runway tucked at the foot of the glacial mountains. Supplies arrived by ship, of course, but just once a year, and the ships could never dock on the shores because of the lack of ports that we have. Today, I really have a new perspective of Grise Fiord. Standing on top of the hill by the late Lutipiyamini statue of a mother and a child is a monument that stands as a reminder of our history, of the relocation, but also the resilience of the Inuit that call Grise Fiord home. Grise Fiord, as I see, as the most northern community, is a testament to Canadian sovereignty in the Arctic. My home community, inhabited by Inuit, who opted through the Nunavut Agreement to be Canadians, stand proudly on guard. Grise Fiord overlooks the entirety of our beautiful country, with Greenland, Iceland, and the Faroe Islands across one ocean, and Alaska, Siberia, and northern Russia across another. In a rapidly changing Arctic, where Arctic security is once again on the line, Grise Fiord and all the Canadian high Arctic communities in Nunavut really have a strategic view on the region that is central not only to Canada, but that of the world. Our people have made many, many sacrifices in the name of Canadian sovereignty. In the past, too many decisions about us were made without us. With the signing of this very historic agreement, we could now bring decision-making home right here. Upinna. And we are ready. We are ready. Being innovative and resourceful is one of our founding Inuit societal values. If we had backed down from the challenges, we would not be here celebrating this historic moment today. The road ahead will be very difficult, and we will face many obstacles, but our vision for the future is very clear. A Nunavut with opportunities for our young people, safe, secure housing to raise a family in, strong, resilient communities anchored by the prosperous economies. I want to end by once again speaking to young Nunavummiut that are listening today. Whether you're from Kimmeron, Johaven, Whale Cove, Holdlokto, Sannikilua, Grease Fjord, that you have a future. It is our time, our territory, our decision, our future. It is our time, our territory, our decisions, and our future. Tungwa sokolok pakatana pekativun anganyo kwa yaw Nunavut Tunngavik Aluki Kotierk.
Iksvarlunga ismasaaramate manna avaru yorosimakanijakonginnama uijara mariglunga. Koyannamegumavassi atangerlusi tavvanikassi koyannaming teikoaru qarisauyakkut tusarsaukautigiyukkut naaraktun koyannaming Pijjutaqartigu pimmarialungmin tavvanijjutaqartigun atiliorniaqatta angerutimin nangminersornarmun atuutaqarniartor tamanna atiliorniartavun angeruti aurakkannerunnarnarmut attuaneqartor tamaani Nunavut iluani Qauyimayunga agagunu unuqtunun Inuit unuqtun aksuaqarluti tamassuminga piliriaqarsimayun pilirianga pijjutigillugu tamaunga tavvani ullumi atiliurunnarnialirtugun quyannameerummayakkan qauisartioqattarsimanikuuyun aivayioqattarsimanikuuyun tusaayiuqattarsimanikuuyun marigaliriyiuqattarsimanikuuyun asingillu piliriqattarsimanikuunermingnu tamaunga ullumi tikippugun maana iqqaumallugit isumagillugi piliriqattarsimayun quyarinnermit tikitaukkannertunga sivurivun isumatuyuuninginnun tautugaqarunnarninginnu sivituyummin tikiutisimagatta tamaunga sapiliqattanginnermin tungaviqainnarlutik angiyumit tautugaqaraming sapernartukkuorpakkaruarluti sapilingiinnarmata tavunga tikiutiyigun quyannameeng Nunavut saqqitaurortuq Inuit tautugaqaraummata piuyumi saqqivviuyumallutik inungnu aurataunersauniaqassuginnaallutik aurataunersauniarningane qauyimallutik piyitsirtauqattarniarninginni Inuit piqqussinginni tungaviqarnersaurirluni Inuit uqausingane atornersaurirluni tautugaqaraummata Teissumani 1970s pigiarningani pigiarirluti aivayuvarortun saqqitittiumallutin tamanna aqqutigissimayavun nunavutaarsimadutigilertavun angeruti atileortoroorma 1993 min saqqilaortortaanna nunavumme attersimarirtavun 1999 min taakua narunangitto niriugiyausimayun angiyuusimayun kisiane qauyimayunga inuit ayungittuung mata kisiane tamaunga tikiutivugun qauyimallungaru inuit tukisiumayun asijjeqpalliane qautuinnarlugu pijjaangimman sivituyumuk kisiane tautuklutigun kayusittianginnarluta piunersarmi saqqivviunginnarniartugun Teisumani 1985 ngutillugu Inuit Timequtinga TFN pangnakpallialluti uparungayarsimayumalluti nunavutaarasuksimagamin saqqitittilorsimangmata ilinniarviksauniartumin inungnuturaangalluti Inuit uparungayarsimayariaqarninginni tukisiumagamin iqqanayaat matuilaartun qauyimagamin Inuit iqqanayaak sauraartuni piyunnaqullugi saqqitittilorsimayun maanna arraagu 39 anigorsimarirtu suripitaqartu qauyimayavun atiqarermat Nunavut sivunik-savummin. Tamanna Inuit uparungayarsimayariarit ilinniariaqattarluting iqqanayaaqtaarunnaraaqqullugit tamanna aksuaruk ajaortuinginnartauyorsimayor Inuit Timequtinginnu tungaviuningane qauyimayaunginnarto suuqaimma uqaqqaugama Inuit ayungittummariaruin uqartoqaqqaulluni teissumani pudju uqaqqooqqauyo apereqauma kikkoqqarmarmi inuusimanikuuvan tupermilluni iglumilluni Inuit nunammin nunaqaqattalaorluting gavamausirilirtattinnimaannauyo gavamausiqaqattarsimanginnikuuyuugaruan maannaulertu auratimmarilirtun ayunginninga taanna saqqiyaakkannerpu tamanna aivaneq nangminersornia atiliorniartavut piliriariaulluni arraagunu unortunun tamanna ilinniartitteqattarni inungni tigumianginnaqattigun qauyimallutarunnunavu angerutaani ilaakkuungayoq 23 uummartitaukkanneriaqarningani teimeimman teissumani 2019 min atiliortilluta teikani ilaakkuungayoq taqalaortu qano kiinaujarni saqqivviunayarmangaat ilinniartitauqattarluti uparungayarsimattiaqullugit Inuit ammaru arraagu 2020 ulertillugu parnautimin Nunavut Tunngavik gavamatoqakkunnillu Nunavut gavamakkunginnillu katujjeqatigikluti parnautimi saqqitittilaortut qanno Inuit ilinniartitaukannerunnarmangaata auratiyunnaqqullugit nuna pillugu teimeimman ullumi atiliornaartavun quviagillariktara taassumingassainnaq iluriqarman niriungnartun arraagut aggiartun pingassut iluani ilinniartitauqattakkannerniartut Inuit iqqanayaaksaanguraartunit uuktuqattalaarmata ammaru arraagu pingassu anigorsimarirpan surri gavamatoqakku kiinauyaqartitteqattarniartu nunavummun inungni ilinniartitteqattarunnarniarmata iqqanayaaksani piliq inigiyauyunnin ineqaqattarniarmata uqaqqaugama Inuit ayungittummarialuin upigillariqtakka Inuit silattorsarvikjuannun ajigingittuno ilinniariaqattartu unorsivallianginnarmata ullumi uqarunnartunga suurlu 500 ungatani kinau yaktigut Inuit timikutingin aviktok tau simayunik kinau yakaktitaw katak simayu ilinera katang mata. Ammaru ullumiuyok tabani tiluta upigillarik takkatamani iqarung ni silattok sarvingmin ilinera kataktun avatilirenermut tabani tunarmata kauyimaner pusi. Makuktu yusigun ilinera kataktu sigun niriung nangmin tigusikan na kataktugun. Kau yakatagata sivunik sabun kajang nang nerningani akiksu kataw nerasi koyan naming. Kinguldak pami piyarir padyarir lunga. Ukarumayunga ilisari yumadluguru atilew nerama atilew katiginerako James Ituru tabaniman akuning ilakaw yimayaw tiakto Inuit timikutingin ilagiyaw ngin naksimangman. Inuit ayva yuvarotun tautuga karaw mata angiyumin sivitu yumin. 1993 min atilio kataw si Manikuyo. Agago unoktuni angayok katugliano ininganing nakto. Tabane katigigako arianain. Kauyi madlungarute kwa ilangi tabvaw yunir si mayon. Tabane tumanayaraw tukso yugaruan. Kuyaging miyaka. Kinguvare lak tamingno uvatino. Akiksui simang mata, uvagutaw, tabani tutigun, mana inuyu tigun, kinguvare laktatino, akiksui nasokata-kata. Kisurima kautuin narlugo akijangin mingman, kisiani siviti yumutaw vunga piliri nasusungugata, kuvia sulakitunga, kitongaka, tabani katigiyun nakaki, ingota kurugaro, tabani katigiyun nakaku, mamia na ang agasimaga yung ituarugama, kauyi mayung apilir katak tilusi, ilasi ilisini ikayo katang mata, paingo katak tuksaw yugaruan, kuyan naming, paingo pagkaruasluti, kauyi makatang mata, pilirea ang iyo katangman, pivalerun nakuluta, inuyugun, kuyan naming uyusi. Mana o kadlagun nerlunga atiliro tayo. Deko atilor naktun kay koror laka tunga sugisi.
Tako tagvani atilogak to kimayut nalunayak kanang nakaptigo. Hivulak pa manitok Minister Vandal, government tok kuning ngaktok, angayok karyavut Prime Minister Trudeau, amataw Premier Nunavut P.J. Akeeagok, Nunavut Tunngavik kuning ngakto angayok kanga Aluki Kotierk. Uvanitaw atilaw kataw na mata, tan hivulak tiyo katak himayok Nunavut ami hunukaw himayaw yok taw James Iqaluit. Minister Giyavu Nunavut government nganing ngaktok David Johnasi. Matako government takak kuning ngaktok taw John Hannaford.
So these documents that are being signed today are the bilateral between the GN-NTI Post-Devo Coordination and Cooperation Agreement, and that is being signed by Government of Nunavut and NTI. Then there is a second document. It is a trilateral agreement for petroleum to be signed by Minister Vandal, GN, and NTI. And the third document is the Devolution agreement to be signed by our Prime Minister, Government of Nunavut, and Nunavut Tunngavik, and takwa okaw sa kataktang ipudjut. Tay mailingan ningit kisumilo atilong bangata okaw sa kituin nakatakak ka kalunatito.
Itan na hivulak pa atilok taw yok Nunavut government nganing ngaktok Tunngavik kuno. Tan na ang taw na mapilere katigig ng katudya katigig lutitak ko kayuhiw yang na mata. Matan na tuglia takot aya katigiga kang na mata government to kuning ngaktok Minister Vandal atilok luni mataw Nunavut government nga mataw Nunavut Tunngavik kun. Tan nakingulak pa atilok taw naktok nang minaksong ng mut tan na ang taw naksuni tako atilok kang naksuti Nunavut government nganing ngaktok mataw angayok karayavu Canada Prime Minister Trudeau mataw tako Nunavut Tunngavik kuning ngaktuni tako pingahut atilok taw kang naktut ublomi.
Kisianilo atilok taw simalere kata takut sako langatay nangata manalo ilangin no how yumayaw ng mata misunod kisumi takwa angek simamangata how yilangagata atuin ako langam mata atilok taw simalere kata kisiane.
Takwa atilok taw himanilak pata hakki taw yuluang naklutik takugyawa kayang narupi karitaw yakut o kalimak tuluang naktahitaw takwa.
Kau yang mana kasi inuk dito atiliok to.
I could tell.
Practicing all week. Very excited.
Did really well.
Yes, I'm 6 and I'm proud I can write my name.
No, it's just the importance of Inuktitut to us,
There we go.
right? So it's
Yeah.
so
There you go.
symbolic.
It's a lot of paper, but it is 2 million square kilometers.
Iqaluit po.
Oh.
Iqaluit. Hoviana. Hoviana tana piu lagi mata natok tao. Hoviana lagi tunilo tay makayo si utit siya kunakho tabong alima pigya kakningano. Hoy mi tako tao to katakta si tana pimariw nga hawikan na katalang agatigo. Hoyan na milo tay matunga suti tao si magata tao to kuyaw si malutat pekataw kuyaw lutalo.
Kuvenan laging may latag van atilaw kataw yu lualuk tarapi amma taw tuktulo arapi tuhayu taw tuktulu tagayaw tikut upin na lagik tok tagba pilarival laraw yang nelak mata tako hivunik kaptit no amma nutak kaptin ang ngotap tinutaw upin na kuni koyali lagik pugut takumu.
Thank you so much for us being able to be here and witnessing this historic occasion. As we are able to see it move forward, we look forward to seeing all of the wonderful things that we'll be able to witness as Nunavut continues to thrive and survive.
Yeah, for sure. And for all the viewers and listeners that are joining us here today, what a historic event, and for us to be able to witness it here. Thank you so much, and we very much look forward to the future of our children and future grandchildren.
Speaking of our future, we have wonderful performance for everyone today with our young people who many are continuing to write about their joy and their pride and their commitment to Nunavut and our territory. And as many young people are beginning to show and showcase their talent and their skills, either through education, through reclaiming the culture, learning the Inuktitut language or Inuit Naktun, and just really being able to continue to identify themselves in who they are. We see that also in our arts, in the continuation of storytelling. We see that in the garments and the seamstress and all of those who continue to provide through hunting, even the space where we've been able to gather today with our wonderful the hunting equipment that are used and continue to be used as part of our culture. And we look forward to celebrating, and we continue the celebration today. Tako tunga sutilaw labo tabanila ngayon inyong naaktuit hubiasun ng melo ipigusuluta.
Tunga hukti char labutuhang nilarik tunitakoran nek tunitautung nelarapta tagbakay kay kulak pavut takoran nakti chinaktu.
In a way, Nunaga, at the Hangito, Nunavut. In a way, Nunaga, at the Hangito, Nunavut. nunane. Oh, nunaga. Kangito. Eriktina. Nutitawata Maning apilaput In a way, Nunay Kangito Nunao Ito Nunane. Oh, oh, oh. Nunaga. Kangito. Kangito Nunane in a way Kunun Roma Kaya tulunga yung ato ay po Jackie kunun Roma Jackie kunun Roma Jackie kunun Roma Timog silunga Jackie kunun Roma Jackie kunun Roma Jackie kunun Roma Kau ngoko ni sakit. Tunggu sugit. Oyan na may taglungawas eh. Eh. Siya. Tawo nga kandag lang nakam.
Ayong nagtukok suti Ang una subat yuni di kinabat yuni Suyuyang nanit Limot si valaw tuwit Pisu valaw tuwit Ungasito Ilubigan niya makamanin Sinibalaw tuwi So kapale Sulak tukulo bile Isumabale kama So kapale Sulak tukulo bile Sulak tukulo bile Day tumanelu inubalaong mata Ayong nagtukok suti Ang una suwat yuni di kinabat yuni Suyuyang nanit Kimot si valaw tuwit Pisu valaw tuwit Ungasito mo Ilubigan niya makamanin Sinibalaw tuwit So kapale Sulak tukulo bile Isumabale kama So kapale Sulak tukulo bile Sulak tukulo bile
All right. Iqaluit! This is called Dito. Faster. Ublalupi. Pamilaw na. Itere Camila na Tito re Tita Kalerma Tito re Tita Kalerma Upanga dito ko yaw himagama. Upanga dito ko yaw himagama. Oh, dito, 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 Tita Kalerma. Dito, 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 Tita Kalerma. Oh, dito, 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 Tita Kalerma. Dito, 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 Tita Kalerma.
Never heard it so hard.
Yeah, yeah. Keep playing it, keep playing it. Yeah, keep playing it. Keep going. Keep going.